Okay, what's up, YouTube? This video is supposed to be filmed in my car, but I'm sick as fuck. But this is supposed to be a car conversation video. This is what I'm calling all the videos that I do, like rants and shit. But this is gonna be talking about Summer Walker. Okay, dear Summer Walker, me as a fan of you, and me as an up and coming R&B artist too. I want to, and me dealing with social anxiety too. I deal with social anxiety, I deal with depression, I deal with regular anxiety, and I deal with a little bit of bipolarness as well. So, me as a person who deals with social anxiety, I force myself to get out of my house. I force myself to do things that doesn't make me comfortable. I force myself to get on stages and perform. What's not going to help you with your social anxiety is you canceling these tours. What's not going to help you with your social anxiety is not interacting with your fans. We as fans of you, we want to support you. We want to help you. We want to make you better. But if you're not getting out your house and actually trying your hardest to get over that shit, you're not going to get over it, man. You're not. It's so many people who are who are literally wanting to be in the spot that you are in. If you know that you have this certain type of problem going on with yourself, that you have social anxiety, why in the beginning when you announce your album or when you launch your album, why did you not tell your label or the people who you are under, tell them that you have social anxiety, you're not going to go perform? If they did want to do a tour, you could have pulled a Sia move and just have somebody out on the stage dancing to your music and you be on the sideline, or you could have had somebody be the face of you. You didn't have to necessarily show your face. You didn't have to make yourself be the face of who Summer Walker is. To be honest, you could have got some pretty black girl to go on stage and just basically sing in the rain, basically lip sing your music, dance to your music. Could have somebody who is able to be in a social environment, and they can actually be out in the world. And you didn't have to host a meet and greet because it's not actually you who's being the actual star on the stage. And you didn't have to go out and accept the award. Somebody could accept all your awards on your behalf. You're pulling moves that Beyonce pulled when she first came out. You're the place that most all of us R&B artists that are females are trying to get to. There have been people before you that kind of fell off within the first year. I understand that when you get on the stage, you're very nervous. I understand when you're around people, you get nervous. But if you know you have these issues, why would you agree to a tour? Why would you agree to do shit that you know you're not able to do? Why? If you don't want to help your own social anxiety, don't agree to do shit that makes you feel uncomfortable. Simple as that. Like, at this point, you're making R&B artists you're making people look bad. You're making people with social anxiety look bad. And for what I've seen and read about is people saying that you were a stripper. But I'm finna look this up to make sure, to get confirmation from the good old internet. Because if that was true, then we have bigger fish to fry. Okay, so yes, you were a stripper, man. Now listen, I tried to be a stripper, no cap. But my social anxiety will not let me be partially nude and or nude in front of a bunch of people. When men come to the strip club, they're touching on you, they're throwing money at you, they're recording videos of you, like, but now you're all gung-ho about this social anxiety shit. Really? Really, Summer Walker? Really, Summer Walker? Really? Really? Let's see. Social anxiety. Let's look it up. Social anxiety is the fear of social situation that involves interaction with other people. You can say social anxiety is a fear and anxiety of being negatively judged and evaluated by others. It is a it is a disorder, and causes anxiety and fear in most of all areas in personal life. Okay, so they do have medications that you can take. You can go see a psychiatrist. You can see a shrink. You can see people. You can talk to people. You have money for that. Me personally, I don't have money for that, so I just have to go through my school's counseling center. Now, you are a stripper, man. Being a stripper, you're more judged and critiqued more worse than being an artist on the stage performing. Because if you have real DOG fans who are fans of you, they're not judging you while you're on the stage performing. They're judging you when you stand up there on stage and don't do shit. You're now, when you perform, you're like that commercial that is that boy band commercial where the boy bands are just standing on the stage and not doing shit. Hey, if you have to go on stage and put on some blackout sun shades or something like that to not see the people, or just not see the audience, and just perform like you at home, or close your eyes and perform. That's why I do. Sometimes when I take a long stance away from performing, I literally will go on stage with my eyes closed and perform. That's what you have to do sometimes. But canceling tours. Let me see. Are you signed to a label? Okay, so you are signed to a record label. Do you know how much money that is put towards these tours that you do? You're gonna be in debt, ma'am. You do know that, right? You do know you're gonna be in debt because you're signed to not one but two labels. You're signed. You're a signed artist. You're a signed artist. You only been active for not even a year. Not even a full year, ma'am. If you knew this from the beginning, the very, very, very beginning, that you have social anxiety, if you say that you had this since you were growing up, since you was a child, why not just not agree to a tour with your label? Or why not have your label put out on a search for someone to portray Summer Walker? Who is Sia? Sia has the girl from from Dance Mom, the little girl. She goes and performs for her. In every music video, that's the girl who is dancing. We never see Sia. We have not seen her face at all. I think we might have seen it maybe once or twice. But for you to actually be on social media, doing what you do, dancing around, carrying on, and all that shit, being goofy on social media, and then to actually, go on stage and just stand there, you're not giving the people they paid for. And then I hear people like, "Oh, well, you knew she had." No, sweetie. All these interviews that you did that came out of you talking about you got social anxiety, they're now starting to 100% surface to the surface level once you decided to announce it yourself on your own platform. That's when all these other interviews are coming out. So at this point, I feel like you really, really need to get it together. Because I'm kind of upset because you're where I want to be at. You're very where I want to be at. And to say we're both the same age, I'm 23, you're 23, you're only, when were you born? You were born in April 11, 1996. I was born September 16, 1996. So April, May, June, July, August, September. So you're like 5 months older than me, ma'am. And you're where I want to be in life. And you're not taking advantage of this. I don't understand. Summer Walker, go get help. Go see a counselor. Go see a shrink. Go take some medicine. Breathe. Close your eyes if you're performing. Do something else but cancel tours. Now, if you didn't want this hype, if you didn't want this success, why did you sign a deal? Why did you sign a contract to a record label? If you didn't want all of this, if you knew this will fuck up with your social anxiety, why not? Oh, why not just stay as an underground artist? That's where you most likely fit as an underground R&B artist, not an on the scene R&B artist, since you can't seem to understand the concept of just basically being you. Basically just, helping yourself get out of this situation that you put yourself in. Miss Summer Walker, I'm gonna need for you to go get some help. I'm really gonna need for you to get some help, ma'am. But that's all I'm gonna say. That's all gonna come to you. One day you'll understand, Summer Walker, that that fans help pay the bills. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna say. But yeah, I do suffer from social anxiety. That's why I don't go out and party a lot. That's why I don't do a lot. But I manage mine. I'll get out the house sometime and go enjoy the social life. That's why if you ever catch me out in public, I always have headphones in my ear because I don't want to hear the noise from the outside world. I want to be connected with them, but I want to be out the house. That's why it takes people to drag me out the house to go enjoy life versus me going out organically by myself. Hence why you barely see vlogs on here, because I don't go anywhere. But yeah, dear Summer Walker, as a fan and as a fellow up-and-coming R&B artist, do better. Go get help. Go take some medicine. Go speak to a counselor. Go speak to your general practitioner. Go get help. Because all this could have been avoided if you just got help in the first place. If you want to talk to your label and was like, before I go on a tour, may you guys please pay for a therapist or a counselor, because I suffer from bad social anxiety and I don't want your company to look bad because I can't perform. But that's all. Bye, Summer.